welcome friends and family to Twyla's Peace Poem dedication and the spreading of her ashes, which we just received a few months ago. It was 1 year ago today that Twyla passed, and it was our 56th wedding anniversary. Today would have been our 57th. She was 76 on May 21st last year when she passed. The music you've been listening to was from her favorite album. She would always put on the CD player. It's called Rebbe Soul. And, she did a lot of work in Palestine and Gaza. And this was a Jewish group that was putting out music about peace in the Middle East. And those songs were from that CD in her honor. So this is a celebration. I don't want to be sad because we're very happy that we've survived this year. I'm so grateful for my friends and family who've helped me through this in our family. So thank you so much for being here. This is very important to us. I'd like to introduce you now to Reverend Ed Rowe, who I'm very fortunate to have helped on this program. He's been a longtime friend. He's well known in the peace community, civil rights movement, gay community, every struggle for gay rights or human rights, civil rights. He's always a speaker on panels. He's well known in Detroit for being an activist, and he's also part of a church that for many years he was part of Central United Methodist Church on Woodward and Adams, which is the church which is the Underground Railroad Church and houses many homeless people and helps people in the community. He's a thorough activist, and I'm so honored that he could be here to officiate, to make this a formal event. So please welcome Ed Rowe.
Well, I'm more than honored to be here. Bill and I have been friends for a very long time. Bill said, don't talk about me, and through Bill to Twyla and to this family, we've been close for a long time, but when we discovered that we were both members of amazing marriages, love-filled marriages that ended too soon, we got even closer. So that draws me to this point and in Thanksgiving for this invitation from Bill. So I'm here today to invite us to stand on sacred ground that was made sacred by Twyla's revolutionary love, ground that was made sacred by the food she served here, by the garden that she kept here, by all of the things that plowed into this ground, revolutionary love. Underneath this pole is half of Twyla's ashes. It's part of the foundation of a pole that says, peace will prevail. And Twyla believed that if we kept working in love, peace will prevail. There was another person, by the way, who led people from oppression to freedom, who was standing on sacred ground in Egypt, but don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to take your shoes off. But I thought about it, because when you leave this place and somebody asks you what you did today, tell them you walked on consecrated ground. You walked on holy ground, made holy by the revolutionary love of Twyla. And hopefully you will be changed by your remembrance. But the love was not just personal. It was also love that changed systems, allowed Twyla to stand in front of trigger-happy soldiers and yell, "Stop shooting, there are children here. Stop shooting, there are children here." Samantha Wool and all the other people that have been yelling, "Stop shooting, there are people here." there are children here, and they are all our children. Love that hands out food in this place, love that tilled the garden in this place, but love that also changed systems. I don't know if you remember the poster that she was standing on. It said, "If I feed hungry people, they call me a saint. If I ask why people are hungry, they call me a communist." She was into changing systems. Not that she didn't feed people, because I imagine you've all been fed by Twyla. Yeah, I can tell. So she started groups that brought people in this very community together. The Peace Council, One Hamtramck, and so many more. We say thank you to Twyla. There's probably as many faiths in this room as there can be in the world about why we would say thank you to Twyla since she passed. But one of the reasons we say thank you is because we need to say thank you. We need to express our appreciation for how our lives were changed. We thank you for her love of the truth, telling the truth. She was a truth teller. But you remember that T-shirt that appeared in the video? It goes, "The truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off." And the truth would make any of us angry. Somehow Twyla turned that anger into love, into revolutionary, system-changing love. Love inspired her to help found peacemaking, justice-making groups like Women in Black and the Grey Panthers. Love that gave her courage to break the stranglehold on addiction and then to turn around and get the credentials to help other people free themselves from their addiction. Thank you, Twyla. We say thank you. We're all familiar, I think, with the phrase, "no justice, no peace," but Twyla would not settle for that. She had as her guiding light this quote that is right here from Che Guevara. At the risk of sounding ridiculous, Che would say, that the true revolutionary is guided by a great feeling of love. It's impossible to think of genuine revolutionary lacking this quality. Maybe all of us need to think about our anger being turned into love, because hate cannot turn out hate, and violence cannot turn out violence. Only love can do that. She thought about that every day. Love for Twyla wasn't just romantic, although she wasn't afraid to be romantic. Love guides what you are willing to live for and what you might be willing to die for. But this is not just a dedication of a poem. This is a rite of passage. See, every one of us have been changed by Twyla, and Twyla is part of us. And when we sing from that forgotten song, we remember you, we remember you. This isn't just a thought that you got on your cell phone from something that happened 10 years ago. This is we remember. When we are together, you're a member, and you're a member, and you're a member, and when we are together, we remember Twyla. Twyla is alive here because you are alive here. And whatever that love does for you, it will be more than Twyla was able to do in her life. And she's counting on us to remember the revolutionary love that she brought. So the spirit of revolutionary love descend upon this place. Help us to walk from this place knowing we've been on sacred ground, that it is woven into everything that Twyla ever did, with us and for us. We thank you for her. We say thank you. We say love and justice and peace. We say thank you, Twyla. Say it with me. Thank you, Twyla. Thank you for all you did for us. Thank you for your family. Thank you for the groups you influenced and changed. Thank you for bringing people together in this community across religious lines, across political lines, across sexual orientation lines, and gender identity. The way you brought people together has changed our lives forever. And we say together now, thank you, Twyla. One more time, thank you, Twyla. And the people said, amen. May peace prevail. You know, Twyla actually believed that peace would prevail if we kept working.
It's in Arabic on this side and Bangla on the other side. And on the back it says, in loving memory of Twyla, from her friends and family. Thank you so much for being here. I do want to say there's one more celebration here, and this is actually the naming of Twyla's rest stop, which is right here. This has been a project we worked on for the last 2 years or so. Twyla's idea to put a swing here for friends neighbors who walk by to rest, because it's a long block, and it's become a very popular place, and everybody sits there. And we put a sign up there. It's Twyla's rest stop. So for our friends and neighbors.
I am putting Twyla's ashes under my Grandma Kirk's Solomon seal that she gave me, that she brought from England.
Finished my last year of high school here at Hamtramck. Because I came around 98, so I was 17, 18 years old at that time. Didn't finish my last year of high school in Yemen, so I finished it here. So
that's quite amazing.
Yeah, so probably you lived in here until I was born.
Right.
I kind of wanted to adopt, like maybe like a 12 or 13-year-old.
Oh, girl, boy.
It wouldn't matter.
Oh,
Thank you.
those are, yeah, I think they're really desperately needed
Yeah,
at that age.
that's my feeling.
Is it too late?
Well, it's really wonderful to be here today, and it's wonderful to see everybody who's part of Twyla's life and Bill's.
Because I wasn't so confident about, know the amount of knowledge I had. Right now I feel much better, but still, I mean...
Well, that's why I wonder about you, man. How do you make it?
I'm used to it.
You're used to it, yeah.
Well, I'm used to it, and I avoid it.
Had a meeting with
People know not to
Stir
approach me
shit up
with it.
Yeah.
I mean, everything is
Anymore, I
we
know
get along.
Nobody
Yeah.
bothered me.
Oh, she said maybe the food won't be good, but I know the dessert will, so it's okay.
Okay, these are my very favorite neighbors. This is Amani and her daughter, Miriam and Malik. And they have a new one, just born a few weeks ago, and his name is Mataz. And they're neighbors from across the street, and they made a beautiful drawing for me when Twyla passed away. And they've been beautiful neighbors. This is Pat Neal, Twyla's best and oldest friend. Yes. And I love Pat. Twyla confide in Pat all the time. A lot of people.
talk every day.
Yep. This is Linda Rayburn, who, let's see, ran for office and was a teacher in the school system, and good friend of Twyla. Twyla met her at the Value World when she worked there as a cashier. And became friends forever.
And then we meet at the coffee shop and talk about everyone and everything.
She's one of the most positive people I know. Beautiful person. Thank you for being here, Linda.
No problem.
And Mary Lamphere is a longtime film friend, and we've known for many years, part of our film club. And haven't seen her in a long time.
Well, she's had a rough summer.
So everyone here was special because we have a lot of friends that we had limited down to just a few, and it was very hard to do. So I don't want to say these are the creme de la creme, but
we're the homies.
Yeah. So this is Twyla's brother.
Hello.
Lives down in Florida. Twyla's favorite brother, I can say, or guess. Yes, out of 4, she had 4 brothers.
Yeah, I'm the smartest and the best looking and all that kind of
That's
stuff.
why she likes it. He came up from Florida for this.
And I'm freezing.
It's okay. But Hassan is my very dearest longtime Palestinian friend who is suffering severely right now, as we all are.
2 pillars of Palestinian support here in the Detroit area. Bill and Twyla, God bless their soul.
Thank you for being here, son.
Habibi.
And his wife, Shireen.
Shireen is out of town today.
If Twyla would be here today, she'd be greatly disturbed by what's going on in the Middle East. She'd be really, really disturbed.
But she'd be working to stop it. She'd be working to oppose what's going on. That's for sure.
Absolutely working towards the ceasefire.
I adored Twyla.
I didn't get a chance to let people say anything. This is Shirley.
Hi, yeah, I marched with Twyla and Women in Black. I adored her. I just loved her spirit. Learned a lot from her and Bill.
Here's our friend Max, who is one of Twyla's favorite people in Hamtramck here.
Twyla was my favorite person in here.
Ingesting the calendar.
Max worked at the coffee house, Cafe 1923 for years and bonded with Twyla. And she gave Max gave a beautiful poetry reading at the memorial. And we love Max.
Now, Twyla and you too, Bill. Thank you.
So this is my niece, Peggy, and I have 8 nieces and nephews. Actually 2 more on the other side too. And I couldn't invite everybody because we'd have a yard full of 100 people. So I feel bad about that, but I'm so glad that Peggy, who lost her husband recently and now is with Joe, her partner Joe, and we're so glad that they were able to represent the Novak family here today. Thank you.
Happy to do it. Yes.
Yeah, let's get a little picture of this. Is Dorothy, our friend, another friend of Twyla's, who met at the Value World.
Yeah,
like Linda, and became friends forever.
And guess what? People ask me, "Are these Twyla boots?" I said, "No," but I said we have the same taste. Yeah.
We love Dorothy. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh no, I had to be here.
This is my daughter Heather, who lives right behind us, and I have 2 daughters, Tracy and Heather.
It was a beautiful event. That was very nice.
And she has 2 sons, my grandsons. And Scotty was here. Did I get Scotty on the camera? I don't know. Anyways, we love Heather. She lives right behind us here, so we get to see her whenever we want to.
Love you, Daddy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we know him as an activist, as a friend. He's also a drummer. He's also one of my dearest friends, and he plays volleyball. And I'm so glad Keith is here today. And Todd.
And I am too. On behalf of Todd and myself, I just want to say that not only have Twyla and Bill and we had many wonderful social memories together, activist memories together. One in particular that stands out was our July 2015 visit to see Twyla and Bill in New Orleans. Truly an unforgettable trip. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Twyla.
And Tada couldn't be here, and our hearts go out to her because she lost her son just a few days ago. He passed away. And I know exactly how she's feeling. I'm so sorry. And our love goes out to Tada.
And hers to you and to Twyla. Thank you.
Twyla was so important to me. She was a person of radical openness and acceptance, just radical, and compassion. And I think she learned from her life experience and developed this profound wisdom and compassion for all people. It was quite remarkable. I was very grateful to be a close one to her. And she certainly fed us extravagantly, outrageously, probably way better than we deserved, but she did it and was dedicated.
Okay, this is Clara, my dear friend, who's helped us put all this food together, and has helped me many ways since Twyla passed. And we love you. Thank you for all your work.